items, and then a 3-0 over Mukyon and Levi. So Blaze and Godly have not lost a game today yet. Of course, they haven't lost a match because we're on the winner's side, and they have not lost a single game. And we're getting into this one, and Godly is on Kaya.
Yep, and on the other side, you've got Blaze over onto the Brand. They're going up against Djessir on the Ulgrim and Blitz on the Akuma, that Val crossover. But you kind of popped off for the Kaya just because it's a little different there for Godly.
It's still like an extremely normal pick in the grand scheme of twos, but definitely not for Godly, who's very much a Gauntlet player, also plays a lot of Axe, but specifically so much of a Gauntlet player. Meanwhile, Blaze is the absolute classic Blaze pick of the Brent.
Yeah, it's either Bryn or Ulgrim for Blaze. Like, if he ever does something different, it's for a very, very, very specific reason. Although, nice start here for Blitz and Djessir, as they are the first ones to get a stock taken off of the blue team. They might be going for Blaze. Blaze is gonna fall, dude. Blaze is down to his final stock already.
Yeah, this is a rough start for this blue team. Now, given all the experience that this blue team has, this is something where they're able to, even if they lose this game, which has very real potential at this point, that's something where, like, okay, it's a quote-unquote, it's a game one. It's just game one, we can turn around. They may not even lose this game. They could hit the ultimate clutch factor. It's going to be tough for Blaze. He is, of course, as you mentioned previously, on his final stock. He's looking for his way in because he's going to have to do so much damage. So does Godly as well, or otherwise he's going to be put in the 1v2 and he's going to be looking at 4 stocks of the red team.
Okay, looks like Blitz and Djessir doing a really good job of just kind of picking one person and then focusing them down. They've got the blue team split, so you see them find the opportunity, get a nice 2-hit onto Blaze.
One thing I'm really loving about Djessir's Lance right now, and it's not like flashy, it's not cool, it's not fun, but he's just doing a lot of sidelight neutral airs. He's building up that consistent damage. They have the massive lead. That ground pound almost made contact with Blitz. They have that lead, so all he has to do is that guaranteed true damage. That if they're in the air, hit that nair, back up, hit that nair, use that hitbox, that 360-degree hitbox that kind of rotates around you. Just do that consistent, normal, easy damage, and you're going to be in a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, with the lead that they had built for themselves, that's all you really need is just some consistency, just some stability there, as Blaze is already getting into the orange, might be in the red, but blue team bringing this one back. It's going to be final stocks.
Oh, he was going for the recovery after the neutral. Man, we used to be able to hit like reverse nair into the recovery. Those were the good old days for Lance, baby.
It used to be a country, but now we are in Europe, which is more than just one country.
It's actually a lot of them.
Yeah.
Don't know how many. I would guess 38. I'll look it up while you do commentary.
We're on very different amounts, but right now Blaze definitely the target of this red team. Deep red, Godly doing a really good job staying behind the red team and just putting up this damage safely because the red team has not really swung towards Godly. Found an opportunity. Okay, there's a 2-piece. Blaze gonna break it up a little bit.
How many countries did you say?
I said
10. 10? What?
I don't know.
You can name at least 10, so you know there's more. According to the UN, there are 44 countries in Europe, and according to the game state right now, there are 0 stocks for Blaze.
1 stock left for Godly, 1 stock left for the blue team, and that is an easy punish for Blitz. They are going to take game number 1.
I was 6 odd, which is pretty beast for someone who's a Mera-brained.
Yeah, really good. France, Italy, England,
I know you can get
Ireland, Spain, Portugal. Russia's part of it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hungary, Switzerland, Denmark.
That's 10.
You're welcome, America.
And there's no more countries. According to Duke, those are the only countries in Europe.
3, 2.
Oh, man. As we're getting here into game 2, no legend swaps whatsoever here. No map swap either.
Well, keeping it the same. I'm a little surprised the blue team didn't switch it up just because that didn't go that great for them at the start, but also they managed to bring it back to final stock, so they know they've got something here ready to go. Godly going to go charging forward onto the left side.
Now, if Blaze and Godly win this tournament, then we'll probably get to talk to Godly as per usual, and we'll get to ask him, like, where did this Kaya come from? Why did you make that choice? And if he doesn't win, then I'll just end up asking him in DMs, because, like, yeah, me and Godly are friends.
You're like
I got it like that.
You're on first name basis with him.
I'm actually not. I don't think I've ever called him Zabai.
Oh, nice ground pound there from Blaze on the right side. Neutralite going to help out Godly, just putting Blitz in that hit stun.
D-Light in the side air. Oh, Blitz went in with the unarmed down air, then right after, because Blaze isn't like that damaged and there's not a lot of variable force on the down air, he was still like stuck right on top of Blaze after it was over. So Blaze just threw out that down signature, and that covers all over your hurt box.
Left side, neutral lights coming out from Blaze. More of them. Neutral Sig as a follow-up from Godly. Weapon toss into side signature.
Man, that didn't even send off screens. There's a little bit more damage they're going to need to do on Blaze. There's the D-Light side air. He went for that rather than the vertical option of D-Light recovery. I don't know if he wanted to send him towards Godly so that all of a sudden you might have too many cooks in the blue team kitchen there and they pick up 2 or potentially something other than that. So that was an interesting choice.
Yeah, maybe it was just kind of default brain as well.
Yeah.
A very real possibility. Both red team members getting into that red though. The down sig gonna KO and they're immediately onto Blitz.
Nice. For someone who's relatively new, and I'll actually look up his Brawlhalla after to see what his level on Kaya is. For someone who's like more or less, at least based on our information right now, relatively new to this legend, like he has a full grasp, of course, on Spear because we've seen him play a lot of Wushang in the past. Yeah. But he has, like, obviously the command of the signature specifically as well. And she has a strong signature kit. Not as strong as it used to be, but still a very strong and relatively user-friendly signature kit. He's doing a great job with that.
He definitely had his time on the Kaya back when, like, everybody jumped onto the Kaya for a brief moment, but he then switched away. But looks like he's back on it for now at the very least. Side sig gonna connect. He isn't hit stun, but he still gets that wake-up nair.
Ooh, Djessir, he was still able to find a connection with that. I thought Godly was going to be out of whip frames there. But no, Djessir came in with the side light.
Ooh, didn't get
nice
the
side air.
Blitz had a gravity cancel downlight onto Blaze, but couldn't get that chase dodge recovery to connect. Weapon toss actually helping Blaze out. That's going to be an easy punish for Blitz, but it doesn't matter. Deep red and done for. Blue team going to take game number 2.
So Godly has a level 53 Kaya. It is his 7th highest leveled legend. Just for frame of reference, his Wushang is only level 56, so 3 levels above the Kaya. I would have thought it would have been higher. He has like a lot of people in the like 50 to 60 range. Like his 12th highest leveled legend is his lowest leveled plus level 50. So he has 12 legends that are level 50 or higher.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely spread out his time across a lot of legends, but again, that gravity cancel end sig showing definitely a level of depth on the character signature kit knowledge that not everyone who picks up a character will know.
Yeah. Gonna be going into the next game here. We know at least that Blitz is still playing the Val, and of course, now that we can see the legend select screen as we go into the game, Djessir is still on that Ulgrim. No swaps from the blue team on the right side of your screen either. Tell you what, though, those gold names, man, those gold names look real good now.
Looking real good.
That color change was great. We love that.
And here we go into game number 3. Currently tied 1-1. Djessir and Blitz, first team to get a W over Godly and Blaze as of today.
Ooh, almost grabbed 2 with the down air, but ended up getting caught. Blitz, man, he took so much damage so quickly. He's not careful. Now he has to deal with Blaze's axe. Even Godly's moving in, just trying to hit that side light, hoping to maybe get the dodge after going for the double D-light into the side air to get the KO. Blitz, he's floating around. He's not doing a whole lot right now because he's having to play defensively because he took so much damage, which means they're putting up the damage onto Djessir. Neutral sig sends off screen, but not into the blast zone just yet.
Yeah, like you said, Blitz has been playing very timid since he took so much damage so quick, and it's not going to pay off for him as Blaze does get that recovery. Djessir going for a greedy ground pound with that.
Nice down air. The weapon toss going to bug on the head. Godly had to down air one direction or the other. Either way, he was done. What a great weapon toss from Djessir, using the long length of that lance to cover so much area, like right off the wall. So if you went to the wall, you're not going to be able to sneak through. If you went deep enough away from the wall, there's no way you're getting back either. So man, what a weapon toss from Djessir.
And he had a really good drift there on Blaze. Instant team combo as Djessir does get taken out. Another juggle, and again, Blitz taking so much damage. He's going to be playing really timid against this blue team.
Oh, hit 2. Man, Blitz he's stuck on the wall. He can't play the game.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, can I maybe come in? And the lifeguards are sitting around the pool saying, nope, it's adult swim. Stay on the sand area. My local pool had a little like beach around it, and during adult swim, you can only swim if you're an adult. So there weren't like children playing in the water.
Well, he is trying to dip his feet into the water of this 2v2 space, but every time he gets a little too close, Charlie just swings on him. Nice gravity cancel down sig, actually helping out Djessir and getting himself onto the stage. Sidelight and air once again, Djessir with that consistency.
Unfortunately, though, at this point, he's done so much damage on his opponents that like you're not really looking for those sidelight nairs anymore. I mean, you're not really looking for anything specifically because you have Lance and you don't have a true KO combo. So yeah, doing those sidelight nairs at that point, a little bit more damage is great. So then if you hit like a side air on the wrong side of the stage, or if you hit like a 45-degree angler where you might not normally KO. But yeah, exactly. I'm still loving that. I'm loving that Lance play. It's simple again. It's simple. It's smart. It's not the flashiest thing. It's not the coolest thing. No one's going to be talking about that for putting clips of it on Twitter, but it's really, really smart.
Going into the final stocks here, Djessir and Blitz staying good. The eyes are on Blitz for me because if he takes a bunch of damage early, then it's going to just spell disaster for this red team.
Now, even though he was playing a little bit timidly, like he's on pace with everybody now, which means the game really didn't get away from him while he was kind of playing timidly, and that's going to be largely on the back of Djessir as well. It's Blitz looking like a good piece of bait for them to go after, and then it's Djessir like in the background doing work or fighting off both blue team members at the same time. He's doing more sidelights than any other Lance player in the entire world.
Yo, but if they're hitting, it's good. Plays with that sider, helping Blitz get past that N-sig from Godly. Sider going to launch Godly a little bit further. Looks like red team might be thinking about the KO option. Oh yeah, they're starting to swing for the heavies. Godly knows he's the target. That's giving Blaze opportunities to get some damage in.
Now he's really starting to get punished quite often for those sidelights that he's going in with. The weapon toss down actually hits his teammate, but there's no punish. There's a D-light into the recovery. Does get the KO onto Godly. Blaze now in the 1v2, but it's an extremely winnable 1v2.
Yeah, a lot of people in the red. Oh, but he does get disarmed there. That's going to make this a lot harder as these sweat beads and the weapon toss from Blitz and Djessir is going to lead to a W.
And now they are up 2-1 in the set against Blaze and Godly, and that's after who was it? It was Blitz, right? Getting bullied out so early on in that game, and they were still able to hold on to everything.
Yeah, really well done from Blitz and Djessir. Just able to do so much with so little. Like Blitz, again, he was playing on the back foot for so much of that game, but he still found those little opportunities and made sure that he was staying right alongside Djessir.
Yeah, it seemed like the second half of the game, he was really able to be a part of it a lot more, because like his damage was good. He put out 507. The other two people that put out 500 plus damage are like right there with him. Djessir put out 546. Godly put out 560. Blaze put out less damage than Blitz did. So even though it seemed like Blitz was like AFK for a while, like the second half of the game, second one in the yellow, the weapon toss goes down. He wasn't able to re-grab the weapon, and Djessir still stays alive.
Yep, he did enough to get that wall touch, reset his jumps. Yeah, he took a lot of damage, but at least he didn't lose the stock.
Man, even with 2 bow ground pounds, taking out in yellow is so difficult. Everything has to go right for you. Everything has to go wrong for your opponent. It's a real like miracle situation if you get the KO.
Oh, okay, gravity cancel side-sig, still not enough. That Ulgrim defense really helping him out. Oh, the weapon toss.
That's unfortunate. That's going to stop some of that momentum. I don't think it would have necessarily led to the KO because it was on the wrong side of the stage, but at least could have potentially led to the edge guard situation given that Godly was already on that left side wall. It is going to be a double KO regardless. It's about a minute into this game. Blaze is like halfway, maybe 2/3 of the way through orange. Godly's in a fantastic spot with a higher defense legend.
Blitz trying to get the read there. You saw that sidelight cheese dodge over for the recovery. Did not connect. Blaze being deep red means both red team members want him. It's going to be Blitz who gets him with that recovery. N-sig not going to KO.
Not enough. Looking for the recovery, but Godly dodged down through it. He is disarmed, but he was being very careful on the way he made his move back over to the weapon spawn. He has it now. There's the sidelight. What a turnaround! I thought he was going to continue the extension against Blitz, but no, he turned around, hit the recovery, and served the alley-oop to Blaze.
Really good positioning from Godly there to fake out both red team members. They weren't sure who he was going to go for, and he went for the one that led to a KO. This is a good spot for the blue team here in game number 4.
Yeah, and after losing last game, like that's a fantastic way to turn things around and really get some more momentum in your favor. They're at 4 stocks at this moment, looking at the 2 stocks of the red team. Potentially might be 1 stock here. Djessir going to make his way kind of slowly back to the main platform, using his fast fall. Doesn't have his weapon anymore. Sight set on Blitz, who's doing a great job putting some damage out on Blaze and Godly.
Okay, side sig actually going to take down Blaze. potential here for final stocks at the very least. Doesn't get the follow-up off the sideline there. Oh, couldn't get the interrupt there. You saw him go in for the neutralite. Was likely trying to just knock Djessir out of that down 6 from Godly. This looks like we're going to a game 5. Okay, that's a wake up.
Right at a hit stun. GC D-Light. There's the side light. He doesn't even go for another side light. Man, doing this with gauntlets is so tough.
He's doing a really good job with his move decisions. He's not going for downer. He's not going for neutralite. It's a lot of just like tap, move around, tap, move around.
Even side light though is so scary here because you're at a perfect spot for punishes. Oh man, that was so close. Godly and Blaze still clean it up. It went from like 4 stocks to 2 to both of them being like towards the later stages of yellow. So Blitz and Djessir are really playing well today. They really, really are. I cannot stress that enough. Because like look at the damage that Blaze and Godly did. 679 and like 512 compared to like 417 and 325. And it was still very close. They still got Blaze and Godly down to final stocks.
Well, we're going to a game 5, which again, this is a qualifier for top 8. Not expecting this one to be quite the game 5 that we're having, but again, that's a credit to Blitz and Djessir just playing so dang well.
Going into this next game, we're on the loading screen. You are looking at the stats at this moment. Blitz took 644 damage. Very impressive against 2 legends that have solid signature kits, have solid stats, have solid KO potential, and also have true combo setups on all of their weapons. Well, except X.
You said except, oh, okay. I was like, X has true combos.
True combo, sorry, KO setups.
Yeah. All right, here we are, game number 5. Godly, taking a lot of damage early, not gonna be too bad, as he's not quite in that KO percent, but we'll see what the red team does as an unfortunate backswing from Djessir, launches Blitz into the Sig. Oh, soft platform got in the way there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Djessir wanted to like follow that up, or if he wanted to just like turn around and hit the impending blue team member that's coming his way.
I think it was a little bit of both. Like the dare was definitely going to launch towards Djessir's signature. Okay. A lot more signatures coming out from the red team right now. Oh, good interrupt from Djessir. Lots of people in the red. Who's going to get that first stock? Godly did get knocked into the red first, but he's doing a good job surviving.
This is probably one of the latest first stocks that we've seen taken this entire set so far. We've had like an early stock every single game, like 30 seconds in. We see the second one fall very quickly, and red team is actually in the lead even before they got that KO onto Blaze, just because he had a little bit more damage on his stock than Blitz did.
It is a marginal lead. Blitz with the stock advantage out of everyone, lets them play a little bit more aggressive. He's going to open up Godly there on the left side. Djessir versus Blaze in the 1v1, and Godly with a rotation over.
Blitz taking off the top. Djessir going to play around that soft platform, actually moving in between both members of the blue team. A little bit of overlap though. Weapon toss interrupts kind of the flow of the blue team. I believe it was Godly's spear, but I wasn't sure whose spear it was.
There comes in Blitz with a little bit of team damage. Swaps over to Godly as Godly does get that weapon spawn. Blitz is in position. Instead, opts to get some damage on the Blaze.
Oh, he's going to go for the side light. Probably neutral air again. If they can get this stock off of Blaze or Godly, man, red team is in a solid spot here.
This would be quite the upset. Neutralite, Godly with the interrupt again. Down for the pogo, misses the Sair, weapon toss up, keeps Godly in this.
I think it is a little interesting that we're in game 5 here and we haven't seen Godly swap to something different, which is, I feel like something we don't see from him often. It's not like he's always ready to hit that switch button the second something goes wrong, but he is someone who has that large suite of legends, who has that like diverse character pool, even though there's like the gauntlet through line through all of it. So yeah, I think that's an interesting choice here for him to not do that.
Yeah, they're definitely no strangers to go into the classics, right? Going for the Rayman Bryn, Rayman Olgrim. But looks like this is the game plan as we get down to final stocks here. Game number 5. Godly and Blaze were a little bit behind, but with the way that Djessir's taking damage, might not be much.
Ooh, Blaze. He's starting to take some serious damage here, much more than everybody else, including some damage from his teammate as well. Oh, Blaze is in the red. This is scary for Godly and Blaze, but this is great for Blitz and Djessir.
Djessir, again, doing a really good job adding up consistent damage. Sidelight Nair with the axe this time. Godly a little bit boxed out by Blitz. Good chase dodge down as Djessir comes for the interrupt.
Oh, he didn't get that. Oh
One for
my
one.
gosh, dude, we have a 1v1 between Godly and Blitz. No way.
Blitz, a little bit more damage. Godly disarms himself. Unarmed recovery. Blitz denying the weapon pickup with that side air. Godly sweeping! Godly's gonna fall!
way,
3,
dude.
2, Blitz and Djessir are gonna go into the top 8.
Oh my gosh. I hope we get the replay of that neutral signature that led into the 1v1. Because that was a crazy moment.
I mean, that was a big bet.